Yo guys, Screamarts here. I've just released a new sample pack and I did upload a demo track on my SoundCloud if you want to listen to another rendition of the pack here. But I really wanted to show you like how I would build like a small little beat just using the samples. Basically, they're all different keys, so I will only use parts of the bases to make something. But to get you a better idea how I would approach it with minimal effects, because these samples are all good to go out of the box. Really like this one. Pretty cool ones. The claps we can kind of use as like a answer groove, and sequence and kicks. I really like the big one. Let's use the big one. This one is really fitting for like a jungle type groove. Oh, where did we leave the other snare? Maybe layer that one. That jump up one. Yeah, it gives it a bit more. Maybe there a simpler kick. Let's take this one maybe. It's a bit smaller, a bit simpler. Oh, there's like a fade, that's why. And I kind of want the kick to be boom. So let's do it like that. And then take the clap one as like the answer part. Make sure it's not faded. I need to turn these auto fades off. Duplicate that. Add some ghost hits. Maybe layer that with some tonality. Okay, and then we need some hats. And I don't think I added any hats to the pack, but I did put some loops in there. And then we're just gonna cut out some hats. It's also fun to layer some breaks, and it's a different groove, so we need to also move that over and then take some part. That's cool. Moved it over. Make sure to sidechain it a little bit. Right now I'm just gonna use volume automation. I love the little blue. But if you don't like it, it's kind of too avant-garde or something. And then I like to consolidate it so it becomes one groove. And I usually like to also use the beats warp function a little bit. When it's a ghost loop, you know, so it's just a little bit tighter and doesn't take as much space in the groove. I also really like that hat, and if you only have a groove and you want to get a hat from it, just take out the transients. Should be enough to like sound like a hat, even though it's a kick with a hat on top. Let's lay that also. Even though I kind of preferred like the raw sound, I can also always be cool to add that in as like a end of a loop type of effect. Something like that, yeah. But sometimes if you add less of these little breaks and stuff in between, you get a bigger, more aggressive kind of sound. I don't know why that didn't work just now, but yeah. And then I love to group drums. Oops, I had to type that. Like to group drums. Then I like to clip them. Like to rename them to drums. And sometimes I want to add a little compression. But it depends. These sounds are already kind of like processed, so I wouldn't overdo it, but okay, sounds pretty cool. So yeah, now we would just look what I have in terms of bass. I want to avoid using too many of the ones I've used in the SoundCloud version, so let's see. Well, I used almost all of them there, so it won't be possible. Take a listen. What's there? Second one. And let's use some simple volume automation as well. I love to give these kind of recess a little bit of room, so I'm gonna add some room on the send. And mix it a little bit in. This is in D sharp, so I'm going to pitch you one down. So, and now I need to check some MIDI. Because I just can't remember. So when we go from F, 1, 2, 3, have to go 3 down to get to D. I'm just gonna pitch this down. So now this 3 is in D. I love the reverb actually. Maybe +7. And now we need to apply the sidechain to all of those. Kind of want some nice change around here. Compared to the other sounds, this one doesn't have enough top end. On its own it would be alright, but in this context I would like distort it a little bit more. And maybe add some erosion, or maybe add some EQ. You could also add some auto pen to make some interesting movement. Play with the amount coming in and out. just one example of how I would use the samples. The other one you can listen to on my SoundCloud. So get the pack if you like what's in there, and get producing, guys. Peace out.